In this lecture, I'll show you how to generate your own rainbow tables and how to try to crack hashes using the generated tables. We'll use a program called RainbowCrack that includes tools for both generating rainbow tables and cracking them. Let's install RainbowCrack on Kali Linux. apt update && apt install RainbowCrack. It was installed. If you use another distribution like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, or even Windows, you have to download the program from its official website. In Linux, you just download the archive that already contains the executable tools. Then, all you need to do is to set the execution permission on those tools. The tool used to generate the tables is called rtgen. This is its usage, and these are the hash algorithms that are implemented. You can see a lot of options, and I'll try to explain each option as I write it. So, rtgen, the command, then comes the hash algorithm. This is the first option and represents the hash algorithm that we want the rainbow tables to use. You can see a list of available algorithms under Hash Algorithms Implemented section in the return output of rtgen command. In this example, we'll use SHA-256. The next option is charset. It represents the set of characters of the plain text string used to generate the hashes for the rainbow tables. You can see all available charsets in a file called charset.txt in USR share RainbowCrack directory. In this file, it can be numeric, alpha, alphanumeric, and so on. In this example, I'll choose lower alpha. Plain text length minimum is the next option and represents the minimum characters in each clear text password. And I write one. Plain text length maximum is the next option and represents the maximum number of characters in each word for which we'll calculate the hash. I'll write only 3 because I don't want to wait too long to generate the tables, but if you have enough time available, you should choose a larger value. Take care that if you choose a value too large, you'll have to wait days, weeks, or months for the operation to finish. The next parameters is rainbow table index, and this is usually set to 0. This parameter will select the reduction function, which is a math formula that trims the number of combinations by removing combinations that are incredibly unlikely to be used. By doing so, it lowers computational time, with the flip side that there is a tiny possibility that it will skip the combination we are looking for. The next option is rainbow chain length, and is the length of each table, and the larger this number is, the more plain text are hashed and stored in the table. I'll write 2400. The next option is chain num, or rainbow chain count, and is the number of rainbow chains to generate. I'll write 100,000. And the last option is part index or file title suffix. This is used for rainbow tables which are to be linked with each other to prevent duplicating. Usually it's set to 0. Before generating a table, it is a good idea to check and see an approximation of the amount of time the table is going to take to generate. To do so, you use the -bench argument at the end of the arguments, excluding the last 3 arguments, like this. -bench. And we are waiting. In this example, it will calculate 4.39 million hashes per second. It will not actually create any rainbow tables, just determine how fast you can generate table entries. Let's generate the rainbow table. I'm hitting the Enter key. The generation process usually takes an incredibly long time. What you can do is to generate sets of rainbow tables on multiple computers. Sets of rainbow tables are just rainbow tables based on each other. For example, instead of generating a rainbow table of 100 gigabytes, you could generate 100 files of 1 gigabyte. This is done by having indexes on the tables. In this example, this will be a very small rainbow table because the maximum password length is 3. It's just an example to see how it really works. And it takes approximately 1 minute. It's done. The rainbow table file or files are stored in USR, share, RainbowCrack directory, no matter the directory where you've executed the command from. This is at least applicable to Kali Linux when installing RainbowCrack using apt. This is the rainbow table file we've just generated. The next step is to sort it. To do that, I'll use a tool called rtsort that belongs to the RainbowCrack package as well. I'm executing rtsort and the directory that contains the table as its argument. USR share RainbowCrack. It has been sorted. Note that the argument is the directory that contains the table files, not the file or the files. Now we can try to crack a hash using rcrack, another tool that is part of RainbowCrack. Let's see the hash of any 3 lower alpha characters word. Using this online tool, I'll calculate the SHA-256 hash of XAV. You can choose any characters you like. This is the hash, and I am copying it to the clipboard. Now back to Kali, I'm executing rcrack, the path to the rainbow file. This is the directory that contains the file, -h and the hash. And I'm pasting it. Perfect! The hash has been cracked. The clear text password that gives that hash is XAV. Thank you, that's all. In the next lecture, I'll talk about the countermeasures you could take to mitigate the risk of cracking passwords hashes using rainbow tables.